Welcome back to the Memory Lane 80s show on Spotlight TV. I'm Hayley Palmer and we are bringing you an imagination special. Yes, I got to catch up with Leee John and here is what happened when I spoke to him via Skype. Leee, it's great to see you. How are you?
I'm well. Considering the situation, I'm cool. I'm, trying to give positivity and upliftment to everybody out there. I think that's very important.
Absolutely, yes, that's it. It's all a mindset, isn't it? And just keeping
It
strong
is.
through these times.
I'm used to traveling a lot around the
Yeah,
world, doing shows and different countries. And I'm also been filming, doing different projects. So I'm always speaking to people at the other end of a mobile or on Skype or on something
yeah,
like that. And you find yourself sometimes more in a hotel than you are at home. So
yes.
this period is kind of like halfway that where I'm by myself, some of the
Yeah.
family in other places, my mother is somewhere else. So it's kind of like I'm doing the same thing, but with kind of a twist.
Yes, exactly. I know how you feel, absolutely. Well, let's talk Leee John Imagination Days because for me, I mean, Body Talk, we play a lot on the show, a lot.
Well, thank
And
you.
it is just phenomenal. So, how did it all come about? What Imagination?
Well, Imagination started in 90, well, the recording side started in 1981, but
Yes.
actually I was signed as a solo artist in 1980 because I brought a track which was produced by Trevor Horn. Trevor Horn was
Yes.
the big producer of Grace Jones. He produced Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Seal, and we had done a track
Ah,
Got to Be Good. And this
yeah.
track was sent to America to get remixed, or actually, no, he wanted to get, I think, Earth, Wind and Fire brass or something, because Morgan Khan, the A&R guy at the time who was signing me, wanted this track. Anyway, they lost the master.
No.
They lost the master. And in those days, it was tape. Like behind me, I've got all my tapes here.
Oh,
Big,
I
big
love a good tape. Yeah.
loss. That was lost. So I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? And they were like embarrassed being a record company. So they asked me to come in and meet Tony Swain. And Tony Swain was one of the house producers there and he used to collaborate with his partner, Steve Jolly. So he gave me a little cassette tape and he said to me, look, this is an option for you. If you want to write something on this, do whatever you want to do. He was trying to plug me on this song. I hadn't even heard it. And he said to me, look,
Yeah.
it's up to you, whatever. So I took it home, put it in my Panasonic cassette machine, and I thought, this is an interesting idea. So I literally wrote a melody, went to my mum's clock radio, which used to have a recorder on it, recorded
Oh,
on it, recorded it back, switched it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I actually sat on my mum's kitchen table and wrote the melody and the lyrics.
wow. All from your mum's kitchen. I love that.
Yeah, I wrote that, and then I was asked to go in the studio. And Ashley, my bass player, and I were doing sessions together at the time. So I said to him, "Look, come down. I'm involved with this company, and I think we could probably do kind of an Ashford and Simpson sort of thing here." So he
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, come down." So I'd written everything. We went in the studio, and we were rehearsing, and Tony had no idea what I was going to do, or the A&R. And we were singing it, and they were saying, "Well, why don't you record it?" I said, "No, we want to rehearse it, make sure it's really right." And then
Yes.
we did Body Talk actually in one take.
Wow.
Rehearsed it so well.
I can't believe that.
We did all the harmonies, spun them in, and then we just sang it, boom, and that's what you hear.
Wow, it's just incredible. Because when you first came about, I think people thought, we haven't seen anything like this. Especially when you started going on top of the pops.
Well, that was an interesting thing because at the time there was a whole funk soul scene, and it was, remember, there was
Yeah.
new wave, there was punk, there was all of this. It was outrageous. Everybody was, the guys had more makeup on than the girls at the time. Everyone had hair out there and shoulder pads, and it was pushing the limit all the way. And they'd never seen three black guys like us doing what we did, because we took loads of ideas from Funkadelic, Earth, Wind and Fire, Parliament, all the George Clinton, and we kind of made our own UK style on this thing. So anyone out of London would not even be aware of what was going on. In London, everybody was funky and doing this sort of thing that we were. But out of
Yeah.
London, it was like, oh my God. So the first time we went on Top of the Pops, that's another
God.
story. That's another story because we
Oh.
were in the chart at number 44 and somebody dropped out. Yeah, it was at the last moment. So we only got on there at the last moment.
God, meant
Yeah.
to be
And
like
yeah,
that.
the rest is
Yeah,
history. Then it went
completely.
became what.
Completely. Well, I want to talk to you about your style because I'm fascinated by your suits and also your hat. You wear a hat very well. I don't, Lee. Honestly, I just about get away with a baseball cap when I'm hungover, but you wear your hats really good.
Thank you. Well, I started wearing them over, oh my God, maybe 15 years ago, I think. It started that way. It started, I was doing, I think, a photo session and I put it on, and then I had, it was one of those things where once I start something, I don't stop. It just like,
Yeah.
continues. It became part of it because I was thinking,
Yeah,
what can I identify what is Leee John about?
exactly. It really was your trademark.
Yeah, and it's become this sort of thing where hats, 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 hats. And I was just, and to me, it's like, it didn't seem so long ago until recently someone said, "You've been wearing these hats for quite a while now, haven't you?" I said, well, maybe, yeah. I didn't think, I wasn't even conscious. I just, when I like going shopping. So every time
Yeah,
I go
me too. Yeah.
so if I'm in Italy or if I'm in Spain, I'm always rummaging and all these little
Yeah.
tiny, what new fashions they got here and stuff, or fabrics. Recently, I've been going to Montmartre in Paris, and
All
they're
right.
fantastic fabric places. And I go there and I design my own stage outfits. So I have a guy
Oh, wow.
here that cuts up the suits and things like that for me. So I find these fantastic fabrics, and that's what you see on stage.
That's very creative. I need to take a leaf out of your book. In fact, in this time, I need to start making my own clothes.
Well, this is the time. If you find the fabrics or you go online, you see things you like. Sometimes I've had an outfit that I love for years, and so I just copy it. I'll say,
Yes.
so then it fits me the way I want it to, and then I can use it.
Exactly.
So, and
I like it.
And then there's another thing I do. Sometimes I've got an outfit that's really old, but there was something good about it. Doesn't fit right. Something I would call funk it up. And we cut it off, shoulders here, we put that there, we stick this thing, we we put something, and we give it a different look, And that's what's fun about clothes and outfits, You
Yes.
can really, if it's durable, because a lot of the fabrics today aren't as tough as they used to be. T-shirts these days, they last summer and that's it, Then you're using them to clean the floor or something, or you throw them out.
My next tune is going out to Andrea, Ollie, Pete and Glenn. I hope I've got that right. Now they are from a company called Lifetime Fitness and they are raising money for the NHS. They're doing something called Reps for NHS. Sounds hard work, but so worth it. So keep up the good work, guys. I'm going to get on my next tune just for you. It's called Flashback.
Happiness is just a state of mind. Flashback to the days when the nights were young. Flashback when we could do no wrong. Flashback we used to dance till the light of dawn. Flashback when our hearts were so strong. Memories of children in the sun. Everybody's looking back, but that don't pay. Can't you see we've only just begun? Flashback to the days when the nights were young. Flashback when we could do no wrong. Flashback we used to dance till the light of dawn.
We'll be talking more to Leee John from Imagination after this. Don't go anywhere.